Hey, everybody, this is Ralph. I hope everybody has had a great Thanksgiving so far. For all those who have been celebrating, I didn't know exactly what to do with this stream. So I thought what I would do is just kind of talk a little bit from the heart, just give my perhaps unpopular opinion concerning Black Friday. I'm doing this now. I'm going to be releasing this video Thanksgiving, the night after Thanksgiving, right before Black Friday. And it's like it's a time in which a lot of people are just getting ready to go out for sales and look for big screen TVs for $9.95 or whatever the going rate is now for Black Friday specials, and just taking advantage of all the sales and whatnot. And when I first heard about Black Friday, I mean, that's something that's been going since the late 1970s, and the 1980s is when it really started catching on big time. I really didn't know what it was, because growing up, I'm a product of the early 1960s, and growing up, late 60s, early 70s. It's like I heard about, we didn't have Black Friday back then. What we had like Black September, which was a terrorist group. And then we had a relatively decent movie called Black Sunday with Bruce Dern about a terrorist attack on the Super Bowl, totally fictional account, but a halfway, decent movie. And I always associated, Black September, Black Sunday, Black this, whatever, with pretty much terrorism and bad happenings. And so in the 1980s, when I heard about Black Friday, my first reaction was, what got bombed? I mean, was there a terrorist attack somewhere? Did the stock market crash? What happened? And then found out, no, it's just it's a sale, it's a series of sales that all the major retailers are promoting and pushing. And yeah, you can get bunch of stuff really absolutely cheap. And the thinking behind Black Friday, of course, it's not something negative. It's not something nasty. It's not a terrorist attack. But the whole thinking behind Black Friday is that, this is the time of the year, into the fourth quarter, where retailers are beginning to make money. Their books, their financial ledgers, they're no longer in the red. This is a time that corporations, the big retailers, start making profits. And of course, with Thanksgiving and the Christmas season opening up, this is the time of the year that the retailers can be making massive profits. And the whole thinking behind Black Friday was, this is the time that we can be focusing on maximizing our profits and be making even more and more money. And they started promoting this, putting it out into the public consciousness via all these Black Friday sales and the term Black Friday itself. And at first I thought, okay, it's just, it doesn't really matter. It's no big deal. It's like it's a great time to go out and buy stuff that you may or may not need at really super low prices. But then I just began to think about the psychology of it all. And to me, it's kind of unfortunate. And it's because this time of year that we're in right now, this is like, Thanksgiving night, not the eve before, but the night after, Thanksgiving, that I'm putting this out there. This is like we've just had like a national day of gratitude, national day of thanking God or goddess or the God of your understanding, thanking the divine for the good things that the divine has given you, just showing thanks and gratitude and appreciation for the good things in life that you have been given by the universe. And then the day after this day of thanksgiving and gratitude and giving thanks for all the blessings that we've been given, we have this day of just unbridled greed, might as well say. Get up early, get out there, 4 in the morning, doorbuster specials, get that bloody TV for $9.95. And oh, we got a whole bunch of other stuff that we got imported from China. It's on sale. Get it for a few pennies, get it for a few dollars. And it's just like I think it's unfortunate that we have this time of the year that really, in my opinion, should be the holiest, most sacred time of the year. Thanksgiving, looking forward to Christmas, uh, and even in for people that don't celebrate Christmas, it's like we just celebrated Diwali, the Hindu festival of lights. And there are other pagan holidays too that celebrate this idea of light, God's light, divine light coming down into the world. And according to pagan traditions, I mean, this is the time, this is the season that the veil between the material world and the spiritual world is at its thinnest. And this is a perfect time for prayer, for meditation, for ritual, whatever you're into. And this is a time of the year where it's getting darker and darker and darker. And this is a time of the year that we're looking for the light. We are expecting the light to return. We're yearning for the return of not only the physical light of the sun, but the spiritual light of the divine, in whatever way you understand that. And it's like that old Andy Williams song, this is the most wonderful time of the year. And to me, it's like, yes, this is like the most holy time of the year. It's like the term holiday that we have. It's a corruption of the more ancient term holy day. You just take holiday, you turn that I into a Y. What do you got? Holy day. I mean, it's like this should be the season of holy time, holy days, focusing on more spiritual pursuits and not just unbridled consumerism, unbridled capitalism. And what I especially hate about Black Friday is that it encourages corporations to just tell their employees, okay, we're going to be closed on Thanksgiving for this national day of thanks and gratitude, but you got to get your butts back into work by 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, because we got to get ready. When doors are opening 3 o'clock in the morning, we got to let all these hordes come in and get their big screen TVs. So it's telling the corporations, it's forcing the corporations to tell their employees, cut your Thanksgiving day short because we need you to come right back into work and sell some cheap stuff, absolutely, ridiculously low price. And it's just, I mean, I just can't go with it anymore. It's like I have nothing against money. I like money. I love money. I'm a capitalist. I'm an entrepreneur. I think money is great, but I'm not willing to compromise my principles for it. And I am not willing to sell my soul for it. And it's like this time of the year where we take what used to be considered like holy days and turning them into consumeristic, super shopper days. It's like the corporations are just coming out and telling the people, this right here, this is the reason for the season. It's not about a guy named Jesus. It's not about Rom. It's not about the gods. It's not about the great pumpkin. It's about this right here. This is the reason for the season. And the naming of Black Friday about, our books are in the black. Our money is coming in. It's like they've taken the day and they've just said, it's all about the money. In God we trust. This is your God. Kneel before your God. It's like, how blatant can you get by naming, Black Friday, and just celebrating consumerism in such an open and blatant way? It's like it just takes the holy days of Christmas or the Festival of Lights or whatever, whatever you're celebrating, Hanukkah. It's just taking this time of the year and changing the whole feel away from the spiritual and just corrupting it, making it all a materialistic, consumeristic type of a celebration. And it's like, God, throughout the course of my life, the last 60 some years, it's like I've been watching as the Christmas season gets more and more materialistic and more hijacked by consumerism and materialism. And now it's like the same has happened to Thanksgiving. It's Black Friday, and it's just something I can no longer go along with. And I'm not saying that those of you who enjoy going out and celebrating Black Friday, I'm not saying you're in the wrong. Because, yeah, if you need a big screen TV for $9.95, this is a great chance to go out there and grab it. Yeah. But if you don't need it, why be lining up outside the door? My wife and I, we turned off our TV almost 20 years ago because we got tired of the corporate brainwashing, the corporate programming that we recognize is going on, but within the TV shows. I'm careful now about what I watch on YouTube and social media and how I respond to some of the social media posts, because we know now that, yeah, this is how the powers that want to be, this is how they like to control public opinion and public discussion, public discourse, by using not just the old school media, the TV and the press, but the newfangled media, the social media, and all that. So yeah, we turned off our TV about 20 years ago. Become very careful about what I put into my mind via social media and YouTube and things, places like that. But I mean, this is just something I can no longer go along with. And so, yeah, I won't be participating in any Black Friday sales. My wife is with me on this. I mean, we're simple people. We hate crowds. We've got pretty much everything we need. I mean, we're wanting to increase our daily cash flow, of course. We're wanting to build our own nature reserve and our own place in the country. So yeah, we have ambition in that area. But I mean, we don't need any of the consumeristic crap sorry about that, but consumeristic crap that's being pushed really this time of year. I don't need a big screen TV. My smartphone is good as is. Thank you. I drink instant decaffeinated, not decaffeinated, but I drink instant coffee. My wife, we grind beans for her, but for the most part, we're very, very simple country folk, and we don't need a whole lot of things. But what we like to focus on is spirituality. And there is a spirituality behind money. There is a spirituality behind the right and proper acquisition and use of money. Believe it or not, there are spiritual principles that are oftentimes forgotten about in modern day humanity's quest for the the almighty dollar here. A lot of people just sell their principles. They sell their souls. They forget there is a spiritual component, a very spiritual component to this green stuff right here that we celebrate on Black Friday. They should have called it Green Friday, come to think of it, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, there is a spirituality to money, to wealth, to abundance, to prosperity. And this is where my free offer comes in. Like I think I said in the beginning, nothing's on sale today. We're not doing a Black Friday sale, but I am doing a little giveaway today, Black Friday, tomorrow, and every day thereafter. And it's right up there on the screen. This is something, it's a mastermind called the Grow Rich Mastermind. And this is a place where we come together as entrepreneurs or beginning entrepreneurs, and we discuss the spiritual principles of this stuff right here. We talk about the law of attraction. We talk about Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. We talk about the law of compensation. We talk about, a lot of different books and a lot of different material. And we just talk about how we can grow wealth ethically, abiding by the spiritual principles that exist that get overlooked by a lot of capitalists today. But the spiritual principles that Napoleon Hill talked about in this book, Think and Grow Rich, and in this other, shall we say, minor epic by Napoleon Hill, The Law of Success. This is a thick one. I call this one my capitalist Bible. But yeah, lays out different laws of success, different spiritual principles of success, how you can become successful and grow wealth ethically and without compromising your spiritual principles, but rather abiding by universal spiritual laws and principles. And that's what we talk about in this group. It is a phone call type group where you can call in, Monday through Friday. Now, we didn't do it Thursday because of Thanksgiving holiday. I don't think we might be doing it Friday. I'm not too sure. I think I'm going to tune in early Friday morning and find out. But we will be back to the regular schedule on Monday. And what we do, it's a phone call that occurs. You can tune into it live at 9 a.m. Eastern and just dial in. You can get all the information using my link down below there, absolutely free. But yeah, you can call in live, participate in the live mastermind. And what happens is that we have leaders who, for the most part, were not born into wealth. Matter of fact, I don't think any of our leaders were born into wealth. They just the opposite. They went through the school of hard knocks. A lot of them were in debt up to their eyeballs, and they started applying those principles laid out by Napoleon Hill and others, and turned their lives around. And they share their stories, they share their insights. We do some reading, and then the last half hour of the phone call, we open it up for the mastermind section where anybody can just come on the line, share a little bit about their background, share a little bit about their story, what they're struggling with, what their successes have been, whatever you want to talk about. And I think you got 2 or 3 minutes to say it in, because a lot of people are wanting to talk on the call, and not everybody really gets a chance to talk sometimes because everybody wants to chime in and time is limited. But yeah, we have that group, and it's a live thing that you can tune into every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern until about 10 a.m. Eastern. And if you can't make the live call, there's another number you can phone in to and hear the recording, the latest recording. And you can kind of tune into the mastermind that way. And what you also get with this free offer here is that you also get, like these books I've been talking about. I've got this in hardcover, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I paid about $20 or $30 for this book in hardcover because it's got the words classic edition on it, and it's in hardcover. But I also got it in hardcover because to me it's worth it. If something is important to me, I want to have it in physical copy. And if it's really important to me, I want it in hardcover. So I paid about 20, 30 bucks for this book. I paid another 20 or 30 bucks to get this book, The Law of Success, in hardcover. Because again, this material is important to me. And I want to make sure that even if, no matter what happens in life, if the internet should go down, I want to have access to this material. And I want it in hardcover so that it lasts. Because, you can wear these books out. But, you get Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, not in hardcover, but in PDF. And you get The Law of Success by Napoleon Hill in PDF. You also get a bunch of other books in PDF format, absolutely free. So yeah, if you want to check this mastermind out, You've never heard of Napoleon Hill before. You've never heard of a lot of these other authors. You never heard of this material. You can get access to this material absolutely free. So just go to my link down below, ralphshomebiz.com/grow rich. Learn about the spiritual component behind making money, doing it ethically, doing it in a way that respects universal law rather than violates it, and see if this speaks to you. Because yeah, it doesn't speak to everybody, but for those of us that are wanting to turn our lives around, change our lives, grow wealth, enjoy abundance, and do it right. Do it ethically. Do it in respecting divine will and divine law and spiritual law. Then, yeah, this mastermind, for me, it works. It may not work for you, but it works for me. So that's why it's a free offer. And it'll be free for Black Friday. It'll be free for, Cyber Sunday. It'll be free for Monday. It'll be free probably until the end of time. I don't think they're planning on putting a price tag on this thing anytime soon. This call has been around for a long, long time. It's been free since the beginning, and it'll probably stay free for the rest of time, as long as this mastermind continues to go on. And it's been going on for a very long time. So there is no false sense of urgency by saying, act now before the price goes up. Because I don't think the price is going up. It's not going down. You can't get much cheaper than free. But, you get a lot of value in this mastermind. And if you're wanting to change your life, if you're wanting to improve your odds of success, you're wanting to remove whatever blockages you may have to wealth and abundance in your life, this group can be an excellent tool for you to use. And it's one that is being freely offered, freely given by our leaders. And I know it's working for me. I am loving it. I miss not having it today, but I'll be back in tomorrow, Friday morning, see if it's there, and definitely be back on Monday. Take advantage of this because, yeah, there's a lot of good value in this group. So, yeah, there you have it. My maybe unpopular opinion about Black Friday, but I am not really big on holidays that celebrate the almighty dollar. And I mean, in my opinion, the way that I see it from my perspective, that's what Black Friday is. It's just celebration, corporate celebration of the almighty dollar. And I think, this time of year, this is a bad time to be promoting consumerism. I can understand why they do it, but I disagree with it. I think let's focus on good spirituality. Let's just focus on God, however you understand the divine, and seek to grow during this holy time and not let it be corrupted by just unbridled consumerism, which is how I view Black Friday. Now, if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. And I'm not saying that if you go out and you participate in Black Friday, that you're doing something evil, that you're doing something bad. I'm not saying that at all. Matter of fact, if you need something on Black Friday, this is a great time to go out there and get it. But what I am saying is that this is something I can no longer go along with, and my wife and I just choose to opt out. We're not doing a Black Friday special. We're not doing any Black Friday sales, but we're always giving this away for free. So there you have it. But yeah, do let me know. What do you think about Black Friday? And yeah, let me know. Agree, disagree, whatever. Give it a thumbs up, give it a thumbs down. Let me know, and we'll catch you later in future streams. So thanks for dropping by. Thank you for kind of bearing with me in this. I was tempted to kind of get into a rant. I didn't want to do a rant. I hope I didn't do a rant. But yeah, you've got my unpopular, honest, and maybe unpopular opinion there about what I think about Black Friday. And give me your honest opinion too. What do you think? So until later, it's Ralph signing out. Thanks as always for dropping by and have a great weekend. Bye-bye.